Good morning, sir. I hope you are doing well. Let's start my presentation. My today's presentation topic is the organizational behavior. What is organizational behavior? It is the analyzing the environment in different perspectives to find the policies to make the firm convenient in its business. To frame different policies, first, the organization needs to analyze the factors that are affecting it from inside as well as from the outside sources. The organization can be considered as the collection of individuals or the collection of groups, or it can also be considered as a whole thing as organization. So to find out the problems faced by the organization, we need to find out the problems that an individual face in the organization as well as the problem faced by the groups in the organization. And at last, we need to find out the problems that are faced by the industry as whole. Organization behavior can also be defined as the way in which the organization solves its problems for its environment. The next is what kinds of business challenges does it address? First, improving quality and productivity. Quality is the extent to which the customers or users believe the product or service surfaces their needs and expectations. For example, a customer who purchases an automobile has a certain expectation, one of which is that the automobile engine will start when it is turned on. If the engine fails to start, the customer's expectation will not have met, and the customer will perceive the quality of the car as poor. The key dimension of quality as follows. Performance. Primary rating characteristics of products such as signal coverage, audio quality, display quality. And the next is features. Secondary characteristics, added features such as calculators and alarm clock features in headphone. Next is conformance, meeting specifications or industry standards, the workmanship of the degree to which a product's design or operating characteristic match pre-established standards. The next is reliability, the probability of a product failing within specified period. And durability, it is measure of a product's life having both economical and technical dimension. Services, resolution of a problem and complaints easy of repair. Response, human-to-human interfaces such as courtesy of the dealer. The next is reputation, past performance and other intangibilities such as being ranked first. The next is what economic and social issues challenge today's organization leaders. First is workforce diversity. One of the most common and important challenges currently facing organizations is dealing with people who are different from each other. This challenge is termed as workforce diversity. Organizations are becoming increasingly cosmopolitan. They are becoming more heterogeneous in terms of gender, race, and ethnicity. Workforce diversity, in fact, encompasses anything workforce diversity which varies from the so-called norms. One can find the Brahmin working encompasses everything that along with a Muslim, a scheduled caste of Sikh worker. There can be various from so-called norms, employees who are physically handicapped, lesbians, gays, elderly, or others who are different in some way or the other. In earlier times, manager used to take a melting pot approach to differences in organization, assuming that people who were different would somehow automatically want to assimilate. Moreover, earlier members of diverse group used to be in minorities in the organization, which were for the most part ignored by the most of the organizations. The managers must team to respect the diversity. They have to shift their philosophy from treating everyone alike to recognizing differences and responding to those differences in a way that will ensure employer retention and greater productivity, while at the same time not discriminating. An increasingly diverse workforce presents both opportunities and challenges for the organizations. Environmental challenges. Every organization exists within external environment. The organization thus must adopt itself through continuous interaction to the environment. The environment is dynamic and it is continuously changing. Thus, the adopting process of organization must also be dynamic and sensitive. Member of the organization must be responsive to a large number of environmental challenges. The organization must understand its responsibility to the environment and should be willing to interact with the environment. Only then it will be able to survive in the long run. And then the next and the last is the gender factor. Women used to have a very traditional careers in early times, like nurses, teachers, secretaries, and etc. Gradually, they have moved into professions previously dominated by males. Example, lawyers, doctors, executives. Nowadays, they are becoming more experiment and moving into civil services, engineering, information, technology, and so on. Many blue-collar jobs are being increasingly solved by women. On the other hand, more and more men are entering into professions previously dominated by women. For example, catering, nursing, cooking, fashion, and textile designing. These developments have their own implications for human resource managers in organizations. So this is the end of my presentation, and I hope I did it well, and I hope we will meet in a good times in Malaysia in our university. Thank you for your attention.